And today, who couldn't be here, unfortunately, was Robert Farrington and Morgan Kokanee. But without them, this doesn't happen. It's all volunteers, so big shout out to them. The panel today, so it's about innovation in our parks. So, you know, most parks around King County and Seattle parks, you know, you're seeing, you know, the traditional soccer fields and baseball diamonds are not where people are heading. And we're seeing a transition to a lot more niche sports and facilities to match. So we're seeing parks like this becoming more and more prominent. So it's a great day to have this group of people together to tell you a little bit more about how that happens. We've got Nate Berkheimer coming down from Canada. Strangely enough, this is the second athlete from Canada, so Sean Pettit was at our last event. So thank you very much, Dave, for coming down.
I'm from Las Vegas, but up in BC now, so up and down, so yeah, drove down.
Well, married a BC woman, of course, like it's perfect, right?
No one's mad at me for that.
And next one we got John Kennedy, Diamondback Bicycles brand manager.
Marketing manager.
Oh, geez, get it right.
Yeah. Do you want me to go, like, drive? Can I leave now then?
Marketing manager.
Marketing manager.
All right, there we go. And we've got Butch Lovelace from King County. And we've got Glenn Glover from Evergreen, who is the designer of...
No. No. I'm the executive director for Evergreen. Other people with vision actually design.
Obviously,
I can't take that.
My knowledge of you know what it takes to put all this together is lacking, so I'm hoping to sit back and learn a little bit myself. So taking over now is Joel Martinez, who has a little bit of experience of his own.
Joel.
So take it over from here. Welcome everybody. It's fun to get out and rip a few laps around Duthie. It's amazing. I was telling somebody here, like I rode last year here to now. It's crazy how much it changes here every year. Like I mean, it's one year you come, next year it's back. It changes. So everything changes. It's pretty cool to get a group like this, you know, to come out to a place like this to talk about bike parks. And that's really what this discussion is about. Kind of what is a bike park? There's a lot of different types of bike parks. My bike park's a lot different than Duthie, you know, and what Ryan and Butch are doing here, what Glenn has done. And so I think from here we're really going to ask the questions. We're going to allow a lot of kind of Q&A time here at the end for everybody here to ask questions to these guys. But what really is a bike park? Why are we doing it? Why are, you know, King County doing it? Why are cities doing it? Why are ski areas like me doing it around the country? You know, what does it mean for, there's a lot of different brands that are here that are represented between not just bike brands. I mean, from the list that I saw, there's a lot of different companies that are here. Why does it matter to your brand to be involved with a bike park? I mean, look around right now, you know, you see there's a lot of different people than just rippers out here that are riding around here this afternoon and today. And this is just a random Tuesday, you know, and that supposedly I heard it was raining over here, but I guess that happens every day on the west side. And they still come out, right? And why is that? Why are still people here? What time is it? 7 o'clock at night? We're on the east side. What?
We're on the east side.
No, this is... East side of the west side. I live on the east side. This is the dirtiest my bike's been all year. It's from today. So it's just to give you, you know, a heads up. But you know, why is that? Why are they? I mean, you look around. I mean, we got young kids still riding around here at 7 o'clock at night on a random Tuesday.
Why not?
Why not?
School's out. Playing soccer somewhere. Why can't it be on bikes too? You know.
So with that as a teed up, why? Why are we doing bike parks?
I'll tell you my thoughts on it.
Please do.
The biggest, to me, the biggest issue with that holding mountain biking back is access. It's access to trails, and it is access to trails close in. It's access to, you know, majority. By my numbers, by my extrapolation of King County Trail Counter, 100,000 people visited this park in 1 year after Phase 1 was over. That's huge. And a huge number of those people had never mountain biked before. It was here. It's like, it's close in. It's not intimidating. It's not a threatening place for them. They know that they go out, they're going to find their way back and not get lost. As a side, somebody went to Tiger Mountain recently. They sent us an email thanking us because one of our riders happened to find them when they were lost hopelessly out there after 5 hours of riding. So it's accessible and it's fun. When we did the grand opening for Phase 1, one of the parents got up and said their kid previously, all they wanted to do was screen time. They tried competitive sports, team sports, and they weren't into it. Then they found mountain biking, they came out, and it's not antisocial, they come out with their friends, but it's individual sport for them. And I think that's a huge thing for bringing a whole new batch of kids into the outdoors.
The potential, it seems like it's, I don't know, skewed at this point. I mean, I'm a ski guy, so I'm kind of like the bike outsider guy. But, like, looking at your guys' numbers, I mean, you guys have got to top out at, what, 500,000 visits in a year?
The high end, yeah.
And you had 1,400 in 4 days. So your potential is maybe, what, 500,000? I mean, I don't know how many, all the skiers bike, but you're looking at, what, you guys said 100,000 visits in a total year.
Yeah.
So your season's looking at 6 months.
Ish.
I mean, you've got to think that more
Well, the
access.
season here is different
Bike
than the season
business
at
gotta
Stevens.
be
You can ride all year round here. At Stevens, you're on a bike for maybe 3 to 4 months.
You're probably pushing.
Well, and
you're probably pushing most numbers into a 6-month window here, though, right? I mean, a majority, I would guess.
Here,
Yeah.
actually the 100,000
I
was based on a trail count done in March,
Good.
and during a rainy month of March.
Good.
Yeah, so, no, the usage out here, actually, because we bomb-proofed these trails so well, the usage out here, you know, it's probably 60% of what summer usage is. It's not a huge drop-off.
Just to kind of segue out of that, I mean, really think about the barrier of entry for kids or youth into mountain biking, especially in the Seattle area. In other areas it may be a little bit different, but let's think about Seattle for a minute. With exclude Colonnade, exclude Duthie, you've got easily a half hour to a 45-minute drive to get anywhere. Okay, so anybody under 16 who does not have their license or a parent that rides, they're out of the picture. They don't get to ride. They don't get that experience. On top of that, as Glenn mentioned, when you do get up there, you're in an area that if you don't know, you know, you're not with somebody that knows the area, you have the potential to get lost, to be, you know, a 3.5-mile climb up Tiger before you even get to the trailhead. Like, it's a bit intimidating, and so that barrier to entry is really, I think it puts a big roadblock in between, you know, the potential of who should be here and who's not. And building facilities like this in the middle of communities, in places where kids and families live. I mean, look around right now, you've got kids and families out here. It's not a bunch of guys that are out hucking their meat. It's a bunch of kids and families out enjoying the park, going out and progressing, and soon, you know, they will be the ones that are throwing 360s and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, or not. But, you know, I mean, I think that the bottom line is removing the barrier of entry and building the facilities in communities and spaces where families and kids live. That's, I mean, this should be viewed in the same way, right, Kim, as skate parks, right? This should be in every community. It should be in every podunk town in America. You don't need a huge space. This is 120 acres here, this entire park, right? I mean, there's a lot of open space in the area, and there's a lot of unused space too. So utilizing those spaces to create facilities like this it's really important.